Welcome back, nerd gamers. So, we're making this video because Daniel's not here, and also we were filming a podcast episode earlier with just the two of us. It was going pretty well until
And someone messed up.
I messed
Someone
up. I messed up.
badly messed up.
I tried making a joke, which after like I think a good 5 minutes of telling it, and we were talking about it, I realized that was actually kind of a little too dark. I won't say what it is. Yeah, I'm
Wasn't
not gonna
even
say what it is.
funny.
So this
It was disturbing. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, but whatever. So we decided, right? Because since
So
Daniel's not here, oh, we're gonna talk?
no,
No?
no, it
Okay.
wasn't.
All right.
No.
So anyways, we decided that since Daniel's not here, we might just make a whole episode about Daniel. But well, like a very short video about Daniel. But we're not gonna make it like just about like Daniel himself, like what we like about him, what we hate about him, because there are a lot of things that we hate about him. But I mean, there
We
could be
already did that on the
yeah, we
podcast,
did that on the
which we didn't.
podcast. we deleted because yeah, I messed up. But anyways, we decided to make a video about Daniel in certain scenarios, right? So we came up with these two scenarios: Daniel versus 50 rats, or
Yeah.
Daniel versus one female. And we decided, right, before the video started, we had to talk about it, and then we were like, so what do you think? What do you think? And it was when which scenario does he come out on top? And we both agreed that he would
Uh-huh.
lose in both scenarios. Now we're gonna explain
Yep.
why. Okay. So
Mhm.
Edward, would you like to go
Wait.
first?
Nope.
No? Okay, I'll go first then. So
Nope.
for the first scenario, Daniel versus 50 rats. You guys don't really know this about Daniel, but Daniel's kind of like a clean freak. I've because he grooms himself a lot. He takes
He
like
showers
yeah,
twice a
he
day.
showers twice a day, right?
Who does that?
Yeah, no one does that. No, but no one. The worst part is that he takes night showers too, which is awful.
And morning
And
showers.
morning shower. Yeah, that makes no sense. That's like cleaning yourself before going to bed and then waking up and cleaning yourself again. Like you don't really get that dirty when you just sleep. It's kind of dumb. So
Maybe you know some. He knows something we don't know.
yeah, maybe. But anyways, right? So Daniel versus 50 rats. Rats are pretty dirty. So this is how I picture Daniel in that situation, right? He's in a room with the 50 rats. He just looks at them. They all come at him, and this is what he does. He goes, ah! Ah! As the rats crawl up him and just like maybe nibble on him, and then he'll like start flailing his arms or something to get the rats off. But then it won't work. He
Uh
won't
huh.
actually fight back. He's just gonna try and get them off and like get out. But the thing is,
Uh huh.
the scenario is like him like trapped in a room. He can't get out no matter what. So he would probably die with all of the 50 rats just on him. Ugh, that's a very sad death. It's also very disgusting. But Dan just
Uh
wouldn't
huh.
have the courage to kill all of them because he'd be too
Uh huh.
too worried about his cleanliness. And that
Okay.
and that's
Okay.
my stance on it. What about you, Dan? What
So
about you, Edward?
Daniel. Daniel.
Daniel,
Oh,
my
I see.
bad. My
I
bad.
see. I see. I
Sorry, I
see.
was just thinking about
Okay.
Daniel because I was
Okay.
talking about him.
Now you're really being like Daniel. You know how
No.
Daniel always confuses each other.
Yeah, my bad. I
It,
was okay. Alright.
us, not each other. Us. Okay. So, anyways, that's so you know Daniel. He says he claims that he works out. Works out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think theoretically, when he talks about working out, he only talks about upper body strength. Okay, like so that's why he always sits like this or something like that. Never
Face
shows
forward.
his legs.
Because
Nice.
yeah.
So so he always sits like this. Very big guns. Unlike me, I don't have big guns, but I have legs, which Daniel I have not seen from Daniel. So it's possible that he doesn't work out and he's not that fast. Also, he's I mean, I'm not judging him or anything, but I'm definitely judging him. He eats like every podcast he eats and so unprofessional, okay? So unprofessional. Like you guys don't know, but after we finish filming the podcast, he goes to eat and then film the Mind of Mitchell. And then after the Mind of Mitchell, he eats again, right? Come on, man. And then he he says he's on a no carb diet, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't believe any of that. So my point is, he does not have the speed or agility to escape 50 rats because I've seen a rat. Oh, it's an arm. That is an arm.
Yep, that's my mom.
Mine is right.
Yes. So anyways, you're saying he just isn't
uh,
physically capable of taking on 50
no, no,
rats.
no. He's not. He's not physically. Whoa! Hold up! Hold up! You're jumping the gun.
Okay.
Okay. Disqualified. Okay. So, anyways, um, I've seen a rat super fast, like extremely fast, extremely agile, versatile. It squeezes through places that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Daniel also has chubby fingers
Well,
because he calls my fingers skinny, and I think my fingers are pretty normal size. Not gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
look at these.
They look fine.
So I don't cut my. Thank you. They only look skinny because sometimes I forget to cut my nails. Anyways, it's not about me. It's about Daniel and his inability to run away from the rats. Okay, so theoretically, you drop Daniel inside a room with 50 rats, he would just try to run away because Daniel is Daniel. Daniel's scared of stuff, scared of the internet because he's a boomer. So, if he's scared of the internet, he should also be scared of rats because who isn't scared of rats, right? So, he would try to run away, but he wouldn't be fast enough. And I would just see like a wave of rats, just like, you know, how in SpongeBob, the plankton episode, like the whole family of plankton, they just
Oh, yeah,
form.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I imagine that's how it's gonna go with the rat. It would just be like a wave washing over him, then his hand reaching out at, like, outside the pile of the rats, and then just slowly sink in. This is cinema.
It's a
This is
dramatic way to go
cinema.
out. Just like
Yeah.
just getting drowned in rats. Oh, yeah, that's an unpleasant thought. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. It was definitely like really imaginative, and I liked, you know, I like that
You know what?
idea. Do you-
We're not going for a group discussion here. Okay? We're not gonna say
I'm,
I agree.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, shoot, we talked about that too. Man, there's actually a
Exactly.
lot of good stuff in there. I feel kind of bad now. Oh well, honestly, we can
Well,
save that for another podcast.
we have until Monday. We could just bring all that up.
You're
I
right.
know Daniel doesn't talk in group discussions. That's for
Well,
sure.
yep.
Yeah, maybe this enthusiastic energy that he brings to the podcast.
He's so confident too. Like I feel so, like comfortable around him because he's so confident and he makes me feel better about myself.
He makes me feel like a man. He makes me the be able to access my inner chi and it flows through my veins and I am the man I've always wanted to be. Mulan was a good movie.
That's powerful. That's real powerful.
That's all I gotta say. You
Nice.
froze. You look like
Man, oh, this is so stupid. I hate this camera.
I'm not gonna say what you look like, but you look like something.
Oh, shoot.
Or you might be gone. And this
Wait,
might just be me talking to myself. Yep,
wait.
you're definitely
No.
gone.
What? Wait, can you not hear me? Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Hello?
How do I stall
Wait, what?
time?
Wait, you can't hear me? Wait. Hello?
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Hello? Alright, guys. Okay, so, sorry. My internet always cuts out sometimes. Oh, shoot. Am I back? Hello? Hello? Edward? Hello? Buddy, can you hear me? What are you doing? No, he can't hear me. Shoot. Hello?
Yeah, you disappeared, buddy.
Okay, dude, I was talking to you and then my internet cut out and then it cuts back in.
Sure did.
Give
Sure
me
did.
a second. Give me a second. Wait. Okay. Is that what you've been doing?
Yep.
Y- So, you know the audience can't actually see that. If I cut out, then the audience loses you too. But then it cut back,
Okay.
and then it came back in, and then they could see you doing that for a little bit, but you couldn't hear me for some reason. Okay, give me a second. I have to turn on my face cam again. Oh, but I think this is it'll be a good time to move on to the second topic. Ah, shoot, my face cam's. Wait.
It's a
Okay.
loading screen for me.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to turn it on. But I think
It
it'd be a good time to
sucks.
turn on.
You
So
suck. Internet
you
sucks.
suck. You suck. No, Okay, but anyways, I think it'd be a good time to move on to the
Yeah.
second topic.
Ha. 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 Dang.
Alright.
It's at 8 megabits per second today. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty awesome.
This is high speed.
Anyways, right? Daniel versus a girl. Now, that's an interesting fight. One thing
Wait,
about Daniel is
your face
that.
cam on? Because I
Oh,
can't see you.
wait, what? Yeah, it's on.
Hold up. Let me reload.
Oh,
Okay. And we're back. And we're back.
and we're back.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Uh-huh. Yep. So, Daniel versus Un Fem Fe Fe Fe.
Girl.
You
You know,
know,
one thing about Daniel though is like he's not a simp, so I don't think he'd hold back. He'd have those hands up and he'd be like, I don't care. Gender equality. This is
know what?
2020.
Knowing Daniel, he's sincerely he has morals, okay? We
does have
know he
morals,
has
yeah.
morals.
Yeah.
Therefore, he would not hit the girl. Maybe, possibly.
I
But
think
no, that's not funny. That's not funny. And what we're going for humor because Brian can't make humor, which is why we deleted 50 minutes worth of
it was good up
episode.
until the end. It was good up until the end. Okay.
It's good enough. You made a joke, man.
Okay, alright, my bad. Well,
I'm gonna keep bringing this up. This is all you'll get for the next season, which is like 2 months.
bring what? Oh,
So
what up? The joke I made?
the joke you
It's a
made.
very bad joke. Okay, basically, right? What we were doing is we had this like little segment where we were entrepreneurs and we had to sell each other something. Edward was
It's not good. Okay. I don't wanna live the story again. Okay. We're going to Daniel versus girl.
Fine.
Okay. That's
Fine.
what the audience came here to see.
Okay. But
We're
anyways,
not
right?
clickbaiters.
I think that Daniel would probably hit a girl if he had to. Like realistically, we
If
would
he
all
had
have to. Imagine if the girl came at him, right? The girl was just punching him, and then Daniel's just like, "Ow, ow, ow! I can't hit her because I look really bad." But then eventually he would have to, right? Because he has to defend himself somehow. I don't know. Maybe Daniel might hit her like once, but I think Daniel would probably just try and restrain her. But that doesn't mean he wins. He has to defeat the girl to win. So just restraining her will not make him the winner. So he'd end up losing.
Hey, who's making these rules?
I am. I put them in the battle arena, and they have to fight each other, and one person has to come out on top. So yeah, that's why I
So
think he
lame.
would lose. He just
It's
can't.
really sucky.
I
Okay.
know.
So coming from the mindset of a simp, right? The brain of a simp. Even though I'm not a simp, but simp is my most used word. I hate that. Anyways, simp has been my most used word for this whole summer, and that might change in the near future, or it might not. But as of right now, I'm going to talk about it from a simp viewpoint. Okay, so future me. Sorry. So Daniel, right? Daniel's on one side, email on other side.
Yeah.
Daniel is not a simp, okay?
Yeah.
But maybe it's because he hasn't had the opportunity, okay? So hear me out.
What?
So
You're saying that he might fall for the girl he's fighting against.
uh, We'll just see because I have nothing planned yet. This is all brand new. So, um, girl on one side, Daniel on one side. Okay, right. So, Daniel might not have had the opportunity, and we have seen this. I have seen this because you know, one time we were talking to your cousin, who is a female,
Yeah,
I presume, right?
yeah.
Right. Okay. And Daniel refused to believe that she was a girl. Daniel kept
She.
referring. Yeah, she was a girl. Okay, I said she. So
Yes.
Daniel kept referring to her as he, and then many times, right? And I thought, well, maybe because Daniel hasn't talked to a female like ever, so maybe he just wants to keep that streak alive. But
Oh.
in, yeah, I thought about this like a week ago, but I didn't bring it up because I forgot. So, the he had an opportunity there, but then he chickened out. Okay, because we were there and we were interfering with what could have been him talking to a female for the first time. But in this case, battle royale, 1v1. Okay, it's just him and the other person. It's one on one. None of us are there. We have no distraction. It's just a room. There are two people of opposite genders. Maybe, saying maybe, Daniel's inner simp might show up, right? Then he just goes all out. I don't know how simps talk, but maybe he just uses like a lot of facial expressions and body language because maybe that's a thing they teach on WikiHow, and maybe he's been reading WikiHow stuff and he knows all of this information already. So he uses his simp knowledge, which he has not had to use ever before because he has not had the opportunity. Opportunity is key, right? Opportunity. So he considers his option. We also talked about a lot of economics. So I'm bringing it up, okay?
Yes.
Opportunity cost, right? He
Yes.
literally has nothing to lose.
Ooh.
It's either, yeah, exactly. There is no opportunity cost, okay? Like in real life, he could possibly waste or lose like pride in himself or
Yeah.
just like a good relationship as friends because we're not simps around here. What am I talking about?
It's happening again. Oh my gosh.
No, but what? So maybe channels his inner simp, and it actually works out because Daniel, a hunk of man. He is a hunk of man. He is a. I still don't know how to define a Chad, but I assume Daniel might just be a Chad.
He's a big
He
guy.
might just be he might just be if he just cuts his hair for once. Come on, man.
I agree.
No one likes your hair. So, he sims and maybe if the mood is right, if the mood is right,
Yeah.
maybe they just get along. They talk about maybe this girl likes movies and particularly
Ooh.
Batman and DC characters and whatever Daniel like. She likes listening to
Ooh.
movie scores, okay?
Oh.
She makes movie scores. And
Oh. Oh my gosh.
yeah, strangely enough, a lot of people inside my so we had to introduce ourselves in a lot of classes this week. I don't know, it's been 3 weeks. Suddenly our teachers decide that it's a good time to introduce ourselves. A lot of females like move they don't like movie scores. No one likes movie scores. But they like music and sometimes they like making music,
Uh-huh.
which, shows that there is a possibility. This is not that big of a stretch, okay?
Yeah.
So maybe they just get along and maybe Daniel has the courage to just actually say hi and acknowledge that he's actually talking to a female because he's manling up. Wait, maybe that's why he's such a boomer. Maybe that's why he's not grown up because he's stuck living in the past and he doesn't want to change it.
Ooh.
He hasn't talked to a female ever.
That's
Maybe
deep.
that's what's holding him back.
That's
That
deep.
is deep. Okay, see my brain so weird today. I don't understand. I never talk like this. But they get along. They are friends, and eventually she falls for him,
W- And this is all happening.
falling.
This is all happening when they're supposed to be fighting.
Yeah, so falling for each other, right? Daniel falls for her first. She falls for him later, right?
Yeah.
This might take weeks. Who knows? Okay,
They're gonna be
they
stuck.
might.
They're gonna be
They might
stuck in
have.
like a little room for weeks. They'd be dead
Yeah.
by then.
Okay. Okay. I thought this through. I thought this through. So the first few days, they aren't gonna talk to each other or at all. Daniel's just gonna like just push her aside real quick because Daniel can do that. And then eventually.
I feel like you're just making fun of how big he is. Yeah,
What?
he can push her aside easily.
What? I would never do
Is
that.
that what you're
I
implying?
love Daniel. I love Daniel. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing wrong with him except for the fact that he's not grown up. But so maybe a week later, he says hi, and then she says hi, and then maybe like a couple days later, because exponential the increase in stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they might pick up a conversation, and Daniel's like, "Hey, have you watched the new Batman trailer?" Yeah. Yup.
I don't really know where this is going.
I don't know either. Okay, this is all coming up on the fly. I have no plans whatsoever. So eventually, she says, "Well, maybe like Batman's okay." And then eventually, Daniel knows Batman so well he could just describe the whole story to her because he cares about those details. He's the only one who actually cares about the cinematic shots and stuff like that.
The
So
lighting in this shot is immaculate.
yup. So that's gonna happen. And then she's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, this guy is so smart. So smart. He knows he's so passionate about what he does. He might even be a great movie maker one day. He likes all these stuff. He's so cool. He's so rad, so tubular, so groovy." So
So many synonyms
uh,
for cool.
yeah. It was just his stall time so I could think about what comes next. So eventually, right, they get to talking. He's like, maybe. I mean, hopefully he just asks her like, "So, how's it going?" Right? Because you know.
I
It
don't.
takes
I don't know.
oh
The
yeah.
thing is,
I
I
don't
I
know
don't talk to
either.
girls either, right?
Well, I've been watching. No, I was watching a fair amount of romance movies
Oh, okay.
because in my simp phase, this was around season 1. Okay, anyways, so back to Daniel. Back to Daniel. Okay, just Daniel's the main focus here, right? So then he makes the first move, ask how she's doing, and then she might take this as, wait, this guy, this guy, this hunk of man, this guy who works out, his upper body is ripped, but his lower body is disgusting.
His legs are
But
like chicken legs.
exactly, doesn't make sense. So, but I see that it's not about the outside, how ugly he is, how ugly his long, ridiculous hair is, how
Yeah.
he doesn't shave, how he takes 2 showers a day. It's about the inside. This guy, he seems like he genuinely cares about me. Therefore, I'm gonna fall for him because I'm also desperate. I mean, I like guys who care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, so eventually, okay, hear me out. Eventually, they stay in there a couple weeks. We have to provide them food, right? Because
Yeah.
that's
Well,
we don't want to kill them, or we don't want to be the reason they died. They have to kill each
yeah,
other.
they have to kill each other for their
Anyways,
freedom.
yep. So what's it called? Okay, so you give them food and they have a romantic picnic date or whatever because those things still exist.
Do they?
Uh, well, I saw a
You've been on one?
story. No, I had. Well,
Oh.
you know what? That's for next week. That's for next week.
Oh yeah,
I
my
actually
bad.
forgot about that. Anyways,
Oh.
yeah. So call it? So they get together and when it's a romantic picnic, all things good, and then they start to lean in and they get closer,
No!
and Daniel leans in to her ear and says, "Is,
What? What?
is
What did
the
he say?
sound coming from here?"
No! Oh no. Alright, that was good.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then well, they fall for each other, right? Going back to what I said before I thought of the idea of having him say that. So, going back to before, they fall for each other. Falling equals defeat, right? And
Yeah.
if they both fall for each other, they are both defeated. Therefore, the challenge is canceled. Cancel challenges.
Wow, that
That's
was
it.
good.
That's it. That's it.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You really spent. Let me see how long that took. You spent 15 minutes talking about how if Daniel fell for the woman he was fighting for, he would eventually fall for her, and
Uh,
then they would fall for each other, and as a result, both would be defeated. You really spent 15 minutes talking about that.
yep.
Wow. At this
Oh yeah,
point,
and then as they get out, they break up because Da- Daniel has pressure again, and people are watching, and he can't talk to people if they're watching.
I think that actually that'd probably happen, but I think it'd just be because like they only had each other in like that little isolated room, right? Like if you spend enough
Hmm.
time with someone, you're probably gonna like be comfortable enough around them, as long as you guys don't like completely conflict with each other, right? And like
Conflict.
I think it'd be like the girl, right? Being like, you know what? I realized that I only liked you because you're my only option. Now
Yep.
I'm free again.
Yep. I'm a free agent, baby.
Yep. You know what? Speaking about free agency, I guess we also could just make this a whole like mini podcast episode.
Oh my gosh.
Cause
Okay.
because it's already been 25 minutes. You spent 15 minutes talking about that one thing. Actually, 28 minutes now. Okay, maybe we could talk go for like 12 more
Yes.
minutes. 12 more minutes, and then we'll stop. Okay,
Deal. Deal.
deal. Speaking about free agency, I would like to talk about the ball of baskets. S-
Jimmy Butler. Jimmy
Yes,
Buckets.
Mr. Buckets and
I love
Giannis
Mr. Bucket.
Giannis I don't know how to say his name.
Everyone says his name differently,
Yeah,
like the commentators.
yeah. We actually don't really talk about like sports that much.
We don't, because Daniel doesn't understand sports.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, you're
In
right.
the group chat,
Yeah.
he's like, "Heater up 3-0. Wait, what heat?
What
Like,
heat?
that game was epic. What game?" But then we're clearly talking about basketball like 2 messages ago. You just Google up like heat, and then he would know. But he knows zero. He's not a man.
Actually, yeah.
You have to you have to like at least one sport to be considered a man. Dude, dude, this is crazy.
What?
So you don't see this, but there's like a crevice inside this ruler. Like there's this little crevice here,
Yeah.
right? Then this ruler completely perfectly matches into the crevice. So it's like
Whoa.
one giant ruler.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, that's
Wait, is that big roller? Does it have
crazy.
like planets on it?
Yeah, I
Wow.
got it when I was so funny story. I'm
Yeah.
gonna digress real quick.
Mhm.
So we I was a Boy Scout once. I didn't really enjoy it, but I was a Boy Scout back when I still kind of enjoyed it, we went on field trips. This field trip was to NASA, right? I thought it was gonna be super rad to go to NASA. Like it was one of the launch sites or whatever. I think it's a launch site. Anyways, so when we got there, there was this giant building. Then on the side, there was a gift shop. We didn't go inside the giant building. We just stayed in the gift shop,
Yeah.
and that was our field trip. And no, stayed there for many hours. It was not awesome. The only thing that was awesome is that there was one piece of moon rock.
Mm,
That's it.
ugh.
That was the only thing inside the gift shop. And I got this from the gift shop. I didn't want it. I wanted some magnet or something. But my parents are like, well, you don't have a ruler at home. So let's just buy this one. And I think this one costs $7.
$7 for. Oh man.
It's from NASA, okay?
NASA made this ruler.
Okay. Yep,
All right, fine.
that's that.
I think that's a
That's
little
that.
too much for a ruler, but yeah. Oh,
But it has scientific information on it.
it does. Like what?
Like the diameter of Mercury, the temperature of Mercury,
Oh,
and the
well,
diameters and temperatures of all other planets and the sun. And it has a unit conversion thing on the back.
it does.
Because metric system to like empirical stuff.
Oh, oh, that actually is kind of useful. Wow.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have never used it.
Really? You don't use it for like for chem or anything? Like, well, if
I
you like
used
forgot.
I used a small ruler.
Oh, okay.
I'm not about the big shot stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of rulers, I'd like to bring up something that I had with rulers. I think it was last week. It was very annoying. So, um, basically what happened was after I finished my physics homework, one of my friends wanted to quote unquote check over it. So I let him check over it, and then he was like, and then he compared it with other people's work that he was also quote unquote checking over. And what he found was that my answers were completely different. So then I looked at it and I was like, wait, what? Really? And I remeasured everything. I spent 30 to 40 minutes remeasuring and like really just making sure. I even went out and bought a whole new ruler because I thought my ruler might have been like off. I came back with the new ruler and I measured all my stuff again and it was the exact same. So I messaged him. I told him
What?
like, what the heck, man? How are people getting these lengths? Because our assignment was like to measure like lines and stuff like that, right? And just like practice writing the correct amount of sig figs and using the right units and stuff like that.
It's so lame.
And basically, right, what happened was my physics teacher pulled a very smart, trick on us. He sent out.
It's not a trick. It's supposed to be like that.
I
That's what.
know, but he tricked us into thinking that we all had the same worksheet. We did not all have the same worksheet. That's why my answers were so different because everyone that he talked to had worksheet like version 2 or something, and I had worksheet version 1. I was literally the only person that he talked to that had version 2, which made me very sad because I wasted 30 to 40 minutes and $2 on a new ruler. All of that for nothing. And I just ended up
You know what?
being annoyed and frustrated. So,
I remember you telling me this, and then you were like, "Well, I'm not sure if my ruler's off, or maybe it's just a printer problem." And
yeah.
you went with the ruler. Out of all things, you thought a ruler could be off.
Yeah, because it was my flex ruler. I thought that maybe because like because how it bends so much, maybe that could have like warped the ruler a little bit. So that was my thinking. Or maybe just like the tick marks because they jut out, like maybe they could have been damaged. So I might have read it wrong or something. I don't know. That's what my
That
thinking
is so
was.
that is so stupid.
I know.
But okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's not
free
great.
agency,
Free agency. Where do you
free
think
agency.
where do you think Mr. Papagiannis is gonna go? Wait, when is he free
Ooh,
agent? Like
love Papa Giannis.
Wait, let me see. When is Giannis's Giannis free agency? So he's
2021,
so next year. Okay.
2021,
Do you think he will stay, or do you
2021.
think he'll go?
No, if Mr. Buckets keeps making buckets, he
Yes.
will surely go somewhere. He will not stay.
I kind of
I
want him
don't
to
know
stay.
where he'll go.
I think he looks
You know,
cool in green. That's the only reason why.
I don't like Milwaukee's colors.
I like it.
It's, okay, well, you like green and orange.
I do not
All
like orange.
colors.
I like vibrant colors, but I also like some dark colors, like that, like forest green that the Bucks have, kind of.
You like dark green. You like
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it.
forest green. Let me get out my Crayola set real quick.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Well,
I
okay.
think.
Well,
Ooh,
I but uh-huh.
uh-huh.
What do you think?
I think that if he loses, I think that he will stay. Here's why. Hear me out. Hear me out. So, right, he brought his brother into the team, and then wait, did he only bring one
Uh-huh.
brother, or did he bring two brothers into the team?
One.
One
Come
brother.
on.
So he brought his brother
Come
there,
on.
right? So he has an incentive to stay, right? Just for family. And we know that Mr. Giannis, right? He values his family and the people that he's close to a lot. So, right? I think that what
Yep.
they do is they keep him, but then they change a few things. Like maybe they change the coach. Maybe they change a few of the players, right? To try
Mike
and make things,
Budenholzer.
yes, right? To try and make things work, right? And then they just pay him a lot, right? Because I think he's happy where he is, but it's all about winning, right? If they can persuade him enough to where he truly believes in the team, I think he will stay, right?
Okay.
Right? That's
Okay.
my case.
Okay.
And yeah, so I think he'll stay, but the other people around him may not stay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all
Mm-hmm.
about him.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. That's what I think.
Well, okay. Well, if here's where I see it, okay? So, Milwaukee, according to what I've heard online, is a small market team. It's a
Yes.
small market team. So, it does not have enough money. Therefore, it cannot pay a lot of its role players. Okay? So, if they try to sell the big boy, the big Papa Giannis, okay?
Yes.
Then they will not have enough money to bring back all of the role players, which means, well, like you said, there aren't that many people left, and maybe some big stars may leave. Like, well, don't they have to pay Brooke Lopez maybe 10 million, and George Hill maybe
I like
10
George Lopez.
million? I like George Lopez too. Dude, I saw him the other day. He looks so old right now.
Let me
He
Google his
dyed his
age.
hair. He he dyed his hair like blonde, like platinum blonde. So it's a weird look.
He's 59 years old. It's
But
crazy.
he looks so old. He looks so old. Anyways, not in not we're not gonna talk about George Lopez. So I'm just saying he's gonna get shipped over somewhere, and then maybe Milwaukee can try acquire some valuable assets
Yeah.
like some draft picks,
Yeah.
build on the future.
Yeah.
Very very simple, very simple.
Oh.
I like him. Well, no. Well, reports say that Warriors might sign him, but I don't know. But I like Miami. They have sick uniforms. Sick,
I
really
still I
sick,
still like the Bucks uniforms more, but that's just my
sick
opinion.
uniform. Okay, okay, buddy.
The Heat's uniforms are like a little too much for me. I like how simple the
Okay,
Bucks uniforms are. Yeah,
they're not simple.
th
They're
they're kind
so
of simple.
I hit
Well,
free agency. You could stop.
all right. Okay. Well, anyways, we're at
Lame.
40 minutes now, so I think we can stop now. So
Okay.
this is the end of our mini
Quick,
podcast.
quick. Make a bad joke. Make a bad joke
Oh
so we can
shoot.
delete
Oh yeah,
this
I'm gonna
one
make a
too.
bad joke. Make a bad joke. Hey, why'd the chicken cross the road?
That's not a bad joke. Okay, so to get to the other side
No,
to
no, no, no,
get to
no,
the
no, no,
idiot's
no,
house,
no, 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 no.
get to
Because
your mom's house.
no, 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 no. So that the chicken could go to the library and go on YouTube and watch the Nerd Gamers podcast.
But the libraries aren't open.
Okay, but that's why it's a bad joke. You see? Are you
Okay.
laughing?
Well, anyways, so no, not laughing. So hold up. I
Alright.
got a bad joke.
Oh,
Okay.
fine.
So in chemistry we had to make puns because our teacher likes chemistry puns for some reason.
Yeah.
Everyone's always be like, "Well, I only use my table." Like, how often do you sit at your table? I only sit at my table periodically. It's not funny, but here's my joke. Okay, it's so original because I thought about it. I thought of it. I made it one day. Okay, so Neutron walks into a bar, and orders a drink, but the Neutron finds out that he or she it doesn't have money, and you're frozen in a weird position.
Uh!
And I don't like. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so the Neutron is out of money, but the bartender says to the Neutron, "Don't worry, for you, no charge."
Ah,
Make it stop. Make it stop. Our, our quality is going down.
Oh,
Supply is going past demand.
You know what?
Actually, no one demands it.
No one even watches past
There
this
is
point.
no demand.
I think most people will probably leave after we finish, like the Daniel scenarios.
Yeah, because they care about simping.
Yep.
I got you, viewers.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching this short video, this short thing, this shortened episode of the Nerd Gamers podcast. I don't know what we'll call it, but we'll call it the shortened episode. Okay, see you next time. Bye.